Hey, this is Alan Palmer. NASDAQ, where you get the best dope on the markets. That is me. In the younger man's clothes here, what are we going to talk? We're going to talk stocks, okay? It's Easter weekend. Today is Good Friday here. I'm just going to run through some stocks here. Let me show you what I'm going to do here, and then you can kind of see. We're going to start here, and we're going to go China CCP, Meta. These are McDonald's, Petrobras. Okay, Planetar, the FANG stocks. Okay, I've got the Tesla in there. Okay, and then this is a Brazilian UPS, CME. Okay, Echelon, and that's a couple of these stocks also. Okay, so you can kind of just look at that here. I'm just going to give a little quick comment here. A lot of times, not a lot of times, but there are times where holidays can be a change of trend. As a matter of fact here, this is the Nifty here. You know, to be perfectly honest here, let's just see something over here. Hang on. Here to, I don't know, somewhere around there. Oops, it's not perfect here, okay, but these are not levels here. This is the Nifty, okay. The war started here. This is March 9th here. This is on a weekly, okay. So this is on a weekly here. I'm going to go to a daily here just to give a little bit more, okay. So this is where, when this happened, okay, it was on the Tuesday. As a matter of fact, Tuesday. I was saying all I can tell you is the Asian nations, the BRICS, Brazil, Russia, China, and India, that they were screwed. Okay, they're absolutely really in a bad spot because they don't produce oil here and they use a lot of oil. Okay, forget all that green, forget all that. Anyway, so here we were at about what is this? About $55 here. Now we're at we got down to 49. We got under $50. So 10% is $5. Okay, so that is the Nifty here. This is still not resolved here. And here, I'll give you a downside look here. If we were to go, these would be some areas. We'll see where the algo's buy here. I'm not saying buy here. This is Meta here. Check this out. Okay, this is Meta right in here. As a matter of fact, right in here, I was talking to one of the clients, and I'm like, "Yeah, listen, we watched this show, and these guys just got a $375 million judgment, a court case, and really what it is, it's about their AI god, okay? And Google used to own them, and somebody else, and then they spun it off because they realized how addictive this stuff was. Anyway, this judgment came out here. Now we bounced. Here's what you got right here. Here you got an olive buy to a green sell. This is just a scalp, okay? 521 to 588 or 87.40, okay? And this is where we are here. So we'll see here. This was on the way down here. We caught a one-day bounce here, and then you took this out here. So let's go to something else here. Let's go to the next page here, okay? Because I'm just going to page down here. So here, China. This is a China. This is what happens when you buy China stocks, okay? China stock, China, this is like their Dow Jones, I believe, CSI 300 here. This is just long-term chart here. And these are A50 China. And, this is... Never mind. Rivian, okay. Let's turn the page here. Okay. Here we got, this is Mickey D's, McDonald's, okay. McDonald's had a big run, okay. I don't know. I just kind of threw that up there, Here you do a blow-off high, maybe. And, are they going to have to change their food from whatever they serve now to actually real food, protein? That's what RFK wants to do. Here's Meta here. We looked at that. I got two charts on 2 pages here. Applied Digital here. Nutanix is delisted here. Look at this. As a matter of fact, I want to talk about this Caterpillar here. Okay, here. Look at these. You got one diamond here, and then you got a break. Okay, this is back in 2011. What did we do over there back here? Okay, here. What was this? When was this? Okay, so you see the diamonds here. You see a one diamond here. Okay, one diamond. These are conditions. These are buy patterns. Okay, and this is a monthly. This is really long term. As a matter of fact, we have these in gold. Um, so here we are running up here, and now all of a sudden we got some inside bars here, and this is another inside bar here. So that's Caterpillar. We'll see. It seems like they kind of ran up here. Trump's golden age, that would be bullish for them, you would think. Regeneron here. This is Charter here. I have no idea here, but that's just what the chart looks like. Those would be olive buys down there. Nike here. Nike, go woke and go broke. Okay, so this is when Trump was out of office. Okay, this is when they ran the Soros Wuhan Jew flu coup. And then all of a sudden Biden's in. This is the height of DEI insanity. Well, anyway, here's where we are now. Okay, these guys. Anyway, here's a couple olive line buys. Okay, if one is looking, possibly if you're going to make money here. Let's go to the next page here. JP Morgan here. You had a little break here. This is JP Morgan had a loan go bad. Let's just say a month ago, probably between 3 and 4 weeks ago. And, so here, I don't know if this is it on February 9th. That'd be 2 months ago here. But anyway, they had a loan go bad, and then the following week they gave a haircut to leveraged hedge funds. This is Microsoft here. You had a little trend line breakout here. This is, what is this, Dragonfly? I have no idea what this stock is. I'll get something and, and then, what do we got here? Here, let's do this. Here, let's do this to here. Okay, this would be possible levels to buy here, okay? If, in fact, you like this stock, this is a break to buy here. I don't know. This would not have been an olive buy back here. This is live right here, okay? What do I have up there? Drone maker. Oh, okay, drone maker. Well, that's pretty interesting, isn't it? You're making a 1 year low. Well, maybe not a 1 year low, okay? So, and that's kind of like you sell when you can, not when you have to. Here's Planetar, just a plain Jane Planetar. Here, let's see what they are on a percent on the, well, I don't know. Never mind that here. Let's go to another page here. Here's Tesla, if you want to see Tesla. Okay, kind of like a double top here. These would be numbers here on, you know what? They'll be pivots, but on the way down, they would be places to buy. Okay, or if we get through here, then we're going here. Nothing's guaranteed, of course, here. Tesla Amazon spread. Okay, and then here, let's go look at Amazon. Oh yeah, Amazon had one of their fulfillment centers, whatever they call them. Another one was a data center was hit out in the Middle East. So this is Amazon here, Let's go to the next page. Did we get these? Oh, here's Google here. What do we got here? Apple. Take a little peek at Apple, okay? These are old here. These are old. If Apple got down to 230, this would be a buy. That would be. What do I got? A couple other things there in Apple. Here's Zoom. Okay, Zoom was zoomed out. Netflix here. Oh, okay. Yeah, Netflix had this, whatever this was here. I forget what this was back here. And this is what Netflix is. Just what they look like. Those are old. Those food and drug retailers. Okay. As a matter of fact, this might be interesting. Food and drug retailers. So Trump over as a matter of fact, yesterday, Thursday, Good Thursday, and the day, in my opinion, of betrayal, Trump came out with a 100% tariff on patented pharmaceuticals. Okay, what are those? That's the shit that costs $1,200 a pill. Put it that way. That's why they're patented, and we'll see. These are people that didn't want to deal with Trump. And what is this? U.S. Semiconductor. Here's what's that? Dow Jones Indices. Interesting. I don't even know where that came from. Oh, that must be this. Okay, so here, these are indices. This is CQG charts. Look at all these indices here they got. Holy come holy. You'd have to know which each one was, but this was the net change. What is this? 378. Oh, okay, 27,000. So just looking at the charts here, let's go through what else we got here. Semiconductor, another semiconductor here. This is a mine here. Codiminus, whatever this is, okay? Is this Argentina? Anyway, here, so we had this run up here. As a matter of fact, here, this was drawn here from a couple years ago. This would have been an olive buy. Okay, right there. All right. And so anyway, well, what do you do now? Okay, well, we did get a diamond here, okay? Oh, here, see, here we broke back down here to this red. Here. Okay, right here. You go up to the orange, you come back to a red. These are the pivots, okay? These would be cell numbers on the way up here. Comes to the red, okay? It might only be for 1 bar. Here, that 1 bar is a month. And then here you go up, blow over to green here. Okay, new high, well, kind of new highs here for a while, for a couple of years. And then here, you come back up here. You just, they'll sell over here and then have a buy stop here just in case these olives play. So these would be a couple of your numbers in that particular stock. What else we got here? Banco de Santander. Okay, it's a bank, foreign bank. And then ASC Technology. Look at the diamonds on here. Okay, I don't have a comment here. This is old, but these would be targets. You get over this area, you go to targets. So, and what else we got here? FedEx. Okay, this is FedEx here. Netflix. No, that's a dupe there. Here's Lie Auto. I don't know. That's Chinese stock. You buy it. Another Chinese stock here. Look, this is the common theme, okay? It's a common thing. And then you get a bust. And UPS here. UPS, I had somebody tell me that the UPS is trying to go broke. I don't know if that means they're just trying to get out of all their obligations here, but this is a multi-year break here in UPS. Here's Home Depot. Okay, don't ask me where these trend lines come here, but there's one of them here. Okay, so this is my analysis back here, 2015, 2016, somewhere around here when I drew these lines. Okay, I've used this CQG. This costs about $1,200 a month. And what my package is I will put these charts in front of you, and you don't have to pay that or spend 4 or 5 hours keeping all your charts updated. So consider that. Here we got Kohl's. Here's Kohl's. And then this is CME Group. You get over the olive here. Just generally speaking, you can go up to the targets. It's where the algos will sell their longs. This being the buy. This is an olive line sell. But when it reverses here, this is the way it goes, man. They're all stuck the wrong way. Okay, that's CME. Home Depot here. We just have that line there, FedEx, and we went through these here. Let's just see if we got maybe another stock or something. Here's Exxon. Okay, this is the beginning. You started the year at 120, you went up to 175. This is Echelon. Okay, here you got a double top here going back to 22. Don't know what that's about here. Oh, here's IBM here. Let's just go take a look at IBM here. What is this? This is a daily. Let's just jump to a monthly here. Let's just see what. Okay, so that's what IBM here. Over the olive. Look at this here. Again, you get over the olive. This is almost exactly like that other chart wherever we were looking at it. Here, you close over the olive. This is on a monthly. Okay, the general idea. This does not mean it's easy. And look at this herky-jerkiness, look at this herky-jerkiness. Then you come up here, and then you break here. What do we got there? I think this is, that's right. I did that. Here's Echelon here. Let's go to, I hope I'm pronouncing that right here. And that is all for the stocks. Here's BioNTech. Okay. We did the shooting star, whatever we did. Now we start coming back down to earth. This looks like it's long term here. This is, oh, here. Okay, so this is when the bio war started right here. Remember this? This was in about July of 20. It already started here. March. Okay, this is March. Okay, on because this was when on 02/20/2020. This is when I was out with some libtards and I suggested that this was the Soros Wuhan Jew flu coup, that he was had started a bio war. So here we go from what, $12, and now what do we go? From 28 to 105, and then here we go to 450. You know, and you know what? Listen, this still might be too high here. That because you know when you're doing this, you don't use that for your data. You know, and Gilead, okay, this is one of those. I don't know if you call it. Well, sciences, okay. See if we got one more stock here. Oh, this is Rumble here. You're probably watching this on Rumble here. Rumble is a very slick. It's almost like a TV station here. You know, if you got to get off fake news, you know, you're just inundated with hate, and you don't know why you hate a person. You know, you get people on CNN and stuff screaming at white people, you know, and so here's Dover, okay. What's this? Illinois Tool Works, okay. This is multi-year. Knowles, okay. Here you got an olive line buy from whenever that is. We're not going to Republic Services here. Dover, John Deere. There's a look at John Deere. Comcast. And here's EOG Resources. Costco. Here's what Costco looks like. What do we get down to? Is that an olive? Look at that. Okay. See, there's an olive here. Here, hang on a second here. Let me go like this. Let's show those. Okay. As a matter of fact, this must also be a low. 844. Let's see what that is. This line is 844.28. See, 844. Okay, 844.28 was olive line buy one, and 844.06 was the print low. Okay, this is at the end of last year. This is Costco. Okay, see, they start getting his year-end sell-offs here. Okay, that's and we did that. Okay, I think we're gonna wrap this. I lied. Here, let's advanced micro devices. Okay. This is just what it looks like. We're just looking at these, and we're just going to look at some of these stocks here. This is an old olive line sell here. This is advanced micro devices. Wynn Resorts. Okay, let's just go look at this here. When we did what we did in the pandemic here. Okay, so here's the What was this? March of 2020. Okay, this is when everything shut down. Okay. And then this is the action. Here you got a couple olive buys down here around $50. Okay, and then you keep coming up to this red up here. Okay, and that's so we've been doing that multi-years. This is in Wynn Resorts. Okay, there's Home Depot. What else we got? Intel. Let's just take a look at Intel here. Here we go. Oh, that's right. We came down to this olive line buy here for about a year almost. Yeah, July to July. And then somewhere along the way here, Trump did a deal with Intel. I believe didn't he buy 10% of Intel to keep it a U.S. company? You know, we didn't even see Biden. Here's Costco Systems, okay? As a matter of fact, Costco, if you recall back in the bubble. Well, anyway, we didn't take this out for maybe 2000. Maybe this was here. Hang on a second here. Let me just see something here. Let's just see this, and let's just see what we got here. Hang on. This is from 2000, okay, 2008, okay. So, what does it say? When we finally get over it, as a matter of fact, this was like gold too. You finally get over an olive line sell, which was big, and then you come back down here. This green down here. This was 1622 in the gold. I kept saying 1616 Mockingbird Lane. We went down there for 3 months. Okay, so and then this is where we are. That's Cisco. That used to be a darling back in 2000 here. Here's Lilly. Let's just go look at Lilly here. Just to give you a little feel here. Here you had a buying rampage here. This is the 2024. Look at this. And then you follow up with the sevens here. So you got the sevens and the diamonds. And this is where we are now. Oh, that's kind of interesting here. So when this was July of 24, just happens to be this low. You bust through it. Okay. And then all of a sudden we rally to it. Here, you got a 7 here too. Okay. So this has been some kind of sell program here in Lilly. You know, I've talked about this. As a matter of fact, there were some targets up here, and because this drug, you know, apparently eats your stomach. It's not good for you. Look at Pritzker. Here's Nvidia here. I guess I should have saved this or done this at the beginning here. This is Nvidia just going sideways here. As a matter of fact, this was the October high. This was what the NASDAQ was really doing here. And then we busted out in the NASDAQ here. What is this? This is Liberation Day here. Let's do something like this. Okay, so from starting here, this would be live, this light green. Here, it plays here, it plays here. Look at this. That's a scary one right here. What do? Go home long? You gap up, you know, because here you could gap lower, and then, you know, we go something serious. Here we come back down here. This trend line is drawn off that blue one here. You can see here, and you open higher. That same kind of reaction, you know. You close absolutely terrible, and then you gap higher. So this is where this action is here. We're right at this trend line here on April 2nd, Easter Sunday. What else we got? Lilly, Dow Jones Banks, JD. Is this JD Unified? JD.com here. Okay. This year we went down here March 2nd. This is another example. Buy the olive, sell the green. Just as a scalp. Just as a scalp. Okay. You need to know any of this information or you want to learn it. Get a hold of me. Oh, Target. Remember Target? That was another one. Go woke. Okay. Go woke under Biden. Go broke. Okay. So here we have on the way down. These would be on the way down here. This would be a red buy. Okay. I tell people actually just to ignore it. Here you come down to a green buy here for 3 months. See how it stops there for a while? Not much in between here. Here you get the 2 up and then you get the resume selling. 2 green bars up. Okay, and it's kind of like selling the 3rd day higher. So that is Target. And I think we are going to call this a wrap. If you need something, oh yeah, here, there's one more here. This is, somebody asked me to put this up. Look at this, man. We just hit this. Look at this. We just hit this week. Ha! So a client, actually, and a floor trader client, it's got an interest in this stock. So these would be your buy levels. Okay, here there's an orange here. Here, you know what? Here, let me put this up here. Let me just display this. Sometimes I hide them here, but here 1268 when we get down to 1253. Okay, nothing's out of the woods here. You did get a little tiny weekly reversal. But these would be a couple numbers here if one was playing here. Ignore these dark blue horizontals. Okay, CQG puts them on there. If you need anything, ARP at NASDAQ.com. Where you get the best dope on the markets. Always use a risk stop to stop the risk. Thanks for watching. Give me a thumbs up if you see me on social media. Please. Have a nice day.